8U coach pitch question. I feel our base runners are running base to base versus thinking of running from first to third. What are some good base running drills for this? We ran some really cool stuff with my son's 10U team last year. And what we did was, what happens a lot of times, especially at the younger ages, when you're playing T-ball, you're only allowed to run station to station. You're only allowed to go from first to second, second to third, third to home. You can't run two bases no matter how far you hit the ball. In our league, it was boom, boom, boom. That's it. So the kids are just, they run to the next base, they stand there, and that's it. What we did was we put our players at home. We put half of them at home. We put some of them at first, some of them at second. What happened was, as soon as the ball's hit, you'd clap your hands. The guy from home would sprint to first base and break it down. The guy on first base would sprint from first and go all the way to third as the coach is winding him on. So he's recognizing and realizing at first base, I have to pick up the coach. So as the coach is going like this, the guy from first goes to third. The guy on second base does the same exact thing. So the hitter hits the ball, home goes to first, first goes to third, second goes all the way to home. So the guy on second sees this, and now he's running around third base and go all the way home. So everybody really is going two bases, except for the guy that's hitting the ball, he's going home to first. So that's a really cool drill where 3 guys start at home, 3 guys at first, 3 guys at second, you clap, and they all go through. But you can do any type of, situations that you want. You can put guys at first and they can go from just first to second and slide. You can have guys at second that are reading the third base coach as he's going through. But something that was super simple was just home, first and second. Everybody goes 2 bases except for the guy that's, hitting the ball goes to first base. But that's a really good way. And talk about picking up the coach. This means keep on going, keep on going. This means slam on the brakes. This means I want you to slide. This means I want you to slide this way, slide this way. So have your cues, and that's what we're working on with our guys now, so they understand. Sometimes I might go like this, and then be like, back, 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 back. So they know what those are. It's not just me yelling, it's them looking and seeing what I'm doing. As they're seeing the hand gestures, they're then doing it. So those are some base running things that we do, with our players.
Yeah, I like to do one in practice too where, we set up guys out on the field and we set up a certain number of guys at first base. And our rule of thumb is anytime the ball is taking the outfielder away from third base, we're going to try to go first to third. That means if I'm on first base and there's a ball hit down the right field line, that right fielder is working towards the right field line to field it, we're going to go first to third. If that ball's hitting the right center gap and the right fielder's fielding it and he's coming in, now he's got all his momentum coming towards third, so in most situations, we're probably going to hold it second. But if that ball's hitting the right center gap and the center fielder's fielding it, taking his momentum away from third base, then we're going to try to go. But it's making sure that the players are running with their eyes up. As we work around the field, balls hit to left center. If we're watching that play develop and the center fielder's going to field it, we're probably going to hold up. If it's hitting the left center gap and the left fielder's working away from the bag, now he's going to field it, we're going to try to put some pressure on him and go first to third. But I remember a coach one time told me in college, how far off the bag can you get on a lead? And, I said a step and a dive back in. And he said that guys are really conservative, especially when it comes to base running, because they don't want to get picked off and they don't want to get thrown out. But the only way you're really going to learn how aggressive you can be is maybe getting picked off once or going first to third and getting thrown out, but working on it in practice and putting the pressure on the kids to, don't be afraid of getting picked off. Don't be afraid of getting thrown out going first to third. Challenge yourself in practice and really test your limits to see how far off the bag you can get. How far off can you get on your secondary? How many times can you score from second to home? But challenge them in practice. Do live situations. Have the outfielders out there. Teach your players to run with their eyes up. I tell our guys, if the play's in front of you, you can read it. And again, we're talking 8U now, so I know they don't really understand the game as well, but teaching them at a young age to run with your eyes up and see the play develop. I think too many kids run with their heads down and focus strictly on just listening to the coach, that they're not really they're not learning a baseball IQ. They're not understanding the game and situations and the pace of the ball. It's like they're just listening to commands. And we as coaches sometimes get caught up in just like we're playing a video game. Okay, we're gonna go first to third, we're gonna go second to home. So using practice to teach those kids about those situations, teach them about reading the pace of the ball, understanding arm strength of outfielders and, when to put pressure on guys and when not to. But I think Duke's point about setting up those stations in practice is huge, and also try to simulate it as live as possible. I think both of those will help.